first of all, thank you, Camilla, for coming down and joining us and giving the talk earlier on. So first of all, I just want to ask you, what is Podium.me all about?
Podium.me is an audio platform for the under-20s across the UK to have their views heard.
And what kind of people are you looking for to kind of contribute?
We have a growing team of about 130 journalists based all over the place, so they might be in towns, villages, cities, islands, all around the UK, who basically are interested in talking to people, perhaps people that they know or people that they don't know, and asking them about the issues of that day.
What would an intern be involved with working at Podium?
Well, we have two types of scheme. One is a journalist, where you work where you are. The other is an internship scheme, which you apply for, and that's based in the pod in South London. And we're looking for people who've got some audio editing experience, who are creative thinkers and can pitch new and interesting ideas, and basically want to work for about a month on a specific project.
What advice would you give to a media or a journalism student about to finish their degree?
I think the best thing you can do is get experience, and sadly this is rarely paid, but actually being out there, if it's in audio that you want to get into, working with hospital radio, come and do an internship with us, find anything that you can do to get your name out there so that you've got a portfolio of work to take to a potential employer.
How important would you say postgraduate education is?
In my personal experience, I don't have any postgraduate experience, so I finished my degree and went straight into the world of work. And I think if you have a particular interest and a focus that you want to develop, then postgraduate studies are an excellent way of doing that. But if you're doing it just to become more employable, I'm not sure whether in the media that's going to be an advantage.
Do you think that experiences like a gap year or volunteering are positive elements in someone's life, even if they cause a delay to the career?
I think delay is fantastic. You only learn and you only mature. So anything that you can do to intersperse your career and your education, getting out of the country, perhaps working in a different environment, is going to benefit you as a person and also as a potential career focus.
Because you went to Sri Lanka, didn't you? Can you just tell us a little bit about that?
Went to Sri Lanka and worked with street children, and that was something that I particularly wanted to do because I wanted to see that part of the world, and I knew someone who ran a charity out there. It was an educational charity helping children to become the next generation who don't live on the streets, so through education. And it was incredible, and I ended up, of course, making a film about my experience, which I was then able to take around schools. And so my work and my travel and my volunteering all came together and then led to other opportunities.
Can you tell us what you think that employers think about those kinds of experiences when they look at CVs?
I think an employer wants a well-rounded person. They don't want someone who's a straight A student and has done nothing else. So what they're looking for is somebody who can think, who can deal with a crisis, who can make snap decisions, and also who can plan long-term and be independent. So all of the experiences that you do in life will add to that ability. So I think an employer should be looking at a CV and seeing what are the extra bits rather than just the academics.
What would you say about women's standing in the media at the moment? Do you think it's becoming a more level playing field, or do you think it's the same as it was kind of 20 years ago?
I never think that women should be employed for being a woman. I think that people should be employed for their talent. I do think that the media is a place that is becoming more and more open to women working in different areas, and so I think there's a lot of pressure. For example, there's a group called Sound Women that we've done some work with, and that's encouraging young women to get into audio and radio and providing networking opportunities. However, lots of our male interns will say, that's not fair, I can't go to those events. And so I think there's a fine balance. I think it's really important to help young people in general to get a foot on the ladder, and not just women.
How important would you say networking is?
In the lecture that we just saw, there was the quote, your life is a pitch, and I agree with that. And I think that you are never off duty. And in terms of your social media profile, in terms of just going out with friends, whatever you're doing, you are potentially putting together a CV point, if you like. So don't ever waste an opportunity. I think networking can be incredibly fun. Even if you're a shy person, there are ways of networking that don't have to be daunting. So learn from those who do it well around you, and then just go out and practice.